This meditation is all about self-love and self-compassion, or compassion for ourselves. I think one of the most important things I've ever had to learn in my own journey is how to parent myself, how to mother myself just like I mother my daughter, how to love and nurture and nourish myself in exactly the same way that I do to my 3.5-year-old. This meditation is all about going and meeting our inner child and meeting ourselves and really mothering them, really giving them love, really giving them care and nurture, so that we feel this, so that we feel that mothering, we feel that nourishment and that nurture. When I was changing my habits of binge eating and drinking addictively and my drug addiction, when I look back on it now, the absolutely key factor of really being able to let go of those habits was because I was able to start really mothering myself, really loving myself as I am and having real compassion. A teacher once taught me many years ago, when I was binging a lot at the time, and he said to me, if you met yourself and you were 4 years old and you were binging and doing all these things that you're doing that hurt yourself, how would you treat yourself? Would you hate yourself and berate yourself and judge yourself like you do? Or would you have compassion, and would you pick that little 4-year-old up and give her a really big hug and see how much she needs love? And when he said that to me, it just changed my world. I hated my behaviors, I hated my binging, I hated the ways that I was dealing with life, and I wanted to get rid of them. And the ways that I wanted to get rid of them is I wanted to ignore it and hate myself and be mean. But none of that's going to change it. The only way that I was able to let them go was when I felt safe enough and loved enough by myself that I didn't need these behaviors anymore. So this meditation is all about helping us do that. So let's begin. So you just need to sit comfortably wherever you are. Cross-legged is ideal, but you can be sitting on a chair or on a sofa, just as long as you're comfortable, you don't feel that you have to fidget too much, and that your back is nice and straight and supported, and that you can drop your belly and relax your belly. Okay, so just close your eyes and take a really deep, slow breath. And breathe in. And breathe out. I really want you to drop your belly for these few moments of your life. You can let it go. Let it all go. How are we going to have the courage to let go of all these habits and behaviors that don't serve us if we do not trust ourselves, if we don't feel safe in the world? And the most important way to feel safe in our own world is to feel that we are completely loved and completely cared for by ourselves, so that we don't have to spend our lives looking for it elsewhere and feel disappointed. That we can unconditionally parent ourselves. And take one more deep breath in and out. Now I want you to take your right hand and place it on your heart. And take your left hand and place it on top of that. And just breathe into your hand. Breathe into your heart. And if you feel more comfortable, you can place your hand down on your belly, whatever you feel more comfortable doing. Now I want you to just see yourself as a young child. If it's easier for you to imagine another child or the child of your child standing outside of you rather than inside of you, just imagine you as best as you can, the little 4-year-old. Where are you? What are you doing right now? What's that little 4-year-old doing? Is she hiding? Is she scared? Maybe she doesn't want to come out and be seen. First, I just want you to see her. Let her come alive. Because I guarantee you she is living in you all the time. Now I want you to go up to your little child. And I want you to just stand in front of her or him and just crouch down to her eye level and look her in the eye. And I want you to say your own name. Or maybe you had a nickname when you were a young child. Say your name and tell your young child, I see you. Say your name and tell your young child, I love you. Now say your name and tell your young child, I know you're scared right now. I'm here for you. I love you. It's going to be okay. And now I want you to do something very important. And it's important that you keep this promise that you're about to make. I want you to say your name. I promise you that I will not leave you. I promise you that I am here. I promise you that I am going to take good care of you. And I want you to take your young child by the hand. Maybe she's nervous, maybe he's nervous. If we've been ignoring ourselves for a long time, we may not quite be ready yet to trust ourselves. It's okay. It takes time. I want you to take your young child, take her in your arms, and hold her, this young 4-year-old who is so scared and just wants to be seen, just needs to be loved and just wants to feel safe. And if it feels comfortable, just rock with her a little bit, like you're holding your young baby. I see you. I hear you. And I love you. And when you're ready, you can put your little girl or your little boy down and look her in the eye one last time, and I want you to say your promise again. I promise you that I will take care of you. I promise you that I will not abandon you. I promise you that I love you. And take in how that feels. How it feels to be seen. Just breathe into your heart. Can you feel that feeling of safety just rushing through your body? That feeling of love. And when you're ready, you can let each other's hands go. Very slowly, bring your awareness back to the room and open your eyes. Take a few more deep breaths. And you put your hands back on your knees. Almost always, the love that we are looking for is already inside us. We are the parents that we have always wanted. When we're stuck in difficult behaviors, it's no different to a child that's acting out because they're scared or they're hurting. So we need to love that child. We need to give that child some love and compassion so that she doesn't need to act out, so that she feels safe, so that we feel safe to learn new ways to live our life, loving ways. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Do it as much as you can. Thank you.